Hello, and welcome to my little stream. I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel a little bit moody today. Let me bring the music volume down a little bit. There we go. Thank you for coming, thank you for viewing, and I hope you're having a fantastic day, whether it's day or night or whatever time it is for you. So today I have just a little bit of show and tell before we get started. Let me adjust the volume just a smidge more. There we go. Okay, so there's been a little bit more work on my model, and I can't wait to show you this. So some people know that I am a cat person, not in the literal sense of being a cat. I'm a djinn, but I do have some fun little addition to my model I was going to show you. So I have 3 orange cats, IRL. And I wanted to be able to have a cute little cat with me from time to time while I'm just feeling yappy. And here it is. And you can see, if I pull back just a bit, that I have this wonderful little creature. Its little back paws just dangling freely, and his little tail is just wiggling around because he's so happy. And if I don't put both toggles at once by accident, I can hug my little kitty just like this. And so today I'm going to be having a little friend with me, an extra cozy, and I'm very excited about it. So what's been going on with me lately? Well, let's see. My partner is away in another country right now, and it is an amazing trip for them, and they are attending a friend's wedding. They're going to see so many amazing things, I'm sure, and they've already sent me lots of fun pictures of little stuff that they see. And we've traveled a lot in our lives and seen some amazing stuff ourselves together. So, speaking of me and my partner, so we have all kinds of a whole little library of jokes and things, and I've been getting some fantastic playtime for those jokes while she's over there. So anyway, let's go ahead maybe and just jump to the canvas. Alright, so I had a little OBS shift there, apparently. I just moved a little bit left and right. See? Jog. I have to work that out, I think. Alright, so I don't even know what it is that I want to scribble today, what I would like to doodle, but I'm gonna figure that out. So first things first, let's move me, creep around with my kitty. Creep around with my kitty. Creep around with the kitty. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, here I am, off to the side, nice and safe. So you may be wondering how I can paint with a cat in my hands. And that is a mystery of the chin. Alright, let's go. Let's see, what size canvas? You can't see my menu, I realize. And, actually, you know what? I wonder if I change some things around if I can fix that. Let's go. So let's take this away. And let's add something new here. Do. Yeah, that's not gonna show up, is it? Let's try again. Let's close this up. Let's open it up again. Open it up again. Hey, look at that. And I wonder... Nope, those menus, they still don't appear. But that's okay, I'm not going to worry too much about that. Let's create a canvas. Just a screen size canvas. Okay. Meant to play with that before the stream, but you know, sometimes you just do it live. Told you I was moody. Yeah. Okay. Nothing in particular happened to me to make me that way. Sometimes I just feel fun. You know, I talk a lot lately about how I have this condition called DID, and it has some stigma associated with it, having different alters, different personalities. Maybe today I'll talk a little bit about that so that maybe if somebody watches this and they struggle with the same thing, they feel a little less alone. So I'm one of the very lucky ones. And we are very functional, stable, with a career, relationship, and just so fortunate to know so many good people in this world. And I have a lot of support as well. And I can pretty much do anything I put my mind to. And you know me as Aura, but there are others. And we generally give each other the peace and right of way to enjoy parts of our life that is suited to us. And it's been a very long journey. It's only been a couple of years that I've even known what was going on with me. And that is after many years of not knowing what was happening. And just while I make this creepy, weird little doodle, I'm going to keep talking about it. I would say that the way I experienced reality was that I knew that I had a past self, a present self, and a future self. But none of us inside knew really that the other existed. We shared memories and we sort of had the same internal bulletin board, you might say. But it was very difficult to be the right self all the time. And we didn't understand, each of us, why we sometimes changed, or even found ourselves bewildered to be in a situation we were not comfortable with, or felt that we had to be a different person entirely to fit into that part of our life. There were lots of changes in career, relationships, friends came and left. Relationships with family were all over the place, and in some ways they still are. And then I had some amazing experiences that opened my eyes to the others that were there. And from that point forward, we started the process of putting life together all over again from the bits and pieces that each of us had. Coming to new terms with each other. Almost like a tribe wandering together with one tent, and somehow none of them realized that the others were there. Pretty crazy. And so from that point on, past, present, and future self became other selves. And as totally loco as this sounds, we learned to talk to each other. First in small ways by just yielding to one another, learning that if we felt comfortable somewhere, we should be there, and if we didn't, maybe we should yield. We even learned how to tell people who we trusted, who was maybe talking or speaking, or even allow another to come and speak instead. But I have a happy ending in this story, in that after a couple of years, we're getting pretty good at it. And new possibilities in life have opened up. And I'm here sharing this time with you because this is my time. This is one of the most special times I have, just to be completely myself with you. I'm also, I would say, fortunate myself, Aura, in that I know most of everything that goes on. And I have a very special place here. Maybe you've watched my video about what I believe, and it may be a strange belief, but are things that I feel are true. I'm not always aware of what exists as far as my place in this body, in this world, but I continue to trust in the experiences that have guided me so far. And so for me, as it is for the rest of us, art has a very, very special role. When I paint, sometimes I just let my hand be guided. And sometimes when I'm painting like this, it's guided by maybe altars I'm not aware of, or some deep forces that is trying to speak. But you know what? I think many people who do art have sort of a similar experience. They feel that something deep down is reaching up to speak. And that the importance of letting oneself go and just do art is that you can simply access things that are deep down within you. I'm a little concerned because I'm seeing quite a bit of latency with my preview here, and I'm hoping that that isn't that's either a sign that I've been going much faster than I thought, or maybe the video hasn't caught up yet. We'll see. Sorry, a little distracted there. This appears to be a fish. Okay. I think I'm going to change the color of this background. Maybe I'll just turn it off for now. Or we can keep it on, actually. So usually, when I talk about things like this, people just have lots of questions, which is totally natural. Maybe you've heard of somebody before who's dealing with this, and maybe they're quite a bit different than I am. That is also natural. But one thing I think, and it's just kind of my observation or personal belief, is that underneath we all have different parts, and those parts are cooperative in different ways. So maybe within you there is some of me working quietly, contentedly, maybe sometimes less. And brings you a wholeness, a sense of self. It's part of you. And I'm not going to trauma dump, but there have been some points in my life where I didn't exactly come together the same way. So a different way of the parts working together eventually evolved. But believe me, I no longer, like I once did, wish to be something other than what I am. Sometimes I even think of it as divine. There are stories of, in different belief systems, of even divine entities being split or having selves or aspects of themselves represented in different ways. It's not to say I'm a divine entity, but I think if you can hold even a great being to a standard of completion that way, I think somebody, especially myself, and most importantly myself, can feel complete as well. And sometimes you'll hear that a person with DID has something called a host, which is like an alter who is chiefly responsible for running things in the day-to-day. In our case, it's kind of funny. I didn't used to think personally that we had one, but then discovered that there was one that sort of tied everything together, and he is kind of a child. In fact, you will meet him in a future episode as soon as he has some presence like I do here. Let me check on something really quick. Okay. I'm just checking on the stream to make sure everything is healthy, and now I see what has happened. Okay, cool. So that host name is Milo. It's a bit like he never grew beyond teenagehood. Not sure entirely why, but it's more like Milo had met us at some points in his life. Some of us were with him at the beginning. Some of us, like myself, came later to help. But in this life, he is definitely sort of, without being a leader per se, graciously allowing us along on his journey. I'm not going to get too weird with all this stuff, but I am going to let you get to know me a little bit. I'm a very open book. And I definitely don't like being shut up. So, oop, kind of did some weird stuff there. Today is definitely just kind of a doodle day. So enjoy. At any rate, this is a lot of fun. I like painting this fish. I didn't even know it would start as a fish. It's just kind of ended up that way. What else is going on? So, there has been so much rain lately where I live. It's been cold and rainy, and there was thunder, lightning. The power only flickered a couple of times, which I was thankful for, since I do a lot of work from here at my home. Don't like going into the office if I can help it. But overall, pretty decent day. Pretty decent week. Hi, Ralph. It's so good to see you here. Glad you like the music. Just goofing around today, really. Nice to see a familiar face. I'm being a moody little aura today with my kitty. The kitty. Hug the kitty. Oh, looked like I dropped the kitty for a second. YouTube is tweaking and didn't show the comment. Yeah, it's tweaking a little bit. I had to reload it. Because it was showing me the distant past of this stream, and I was like, oh, I know the latency isn't that low. You're gonna repeat it. You should repeat it. You should do that. A magic fish. 2 + 2 = fish. Yeah, apparently I am. It started as some circles, and I was yapping away, and the circles slowly turned into a fish. Probably some deep hidden message from below the depths of my conscious mind, swimming as I am. Maybe it's Milo trying to tell me something. He wants some fish. Like the seal. Fish will return to crab. Crabfish? Maybe. I wonder if we're gonna get strange here and I should just save this You can't see my save menu open, but it is open, trust me. Let us export this. Let's create a new folder. And I'll call this 1.png. So then we can start making crab. Let's make crab. The kitty's cute. Hug time. Kitty hug. So happy. Let's see if I did these toggles right. There we go. Now I have 3. And this is symbolizing one of them. Not any specific one. Although I did send the youngest one over to the artist, Sarah Sanana. So maybe this is loosely based on that one. I'm just happy to be hugging a kitty. Even though the little one wouldn't tolerate it, he would be squirming all over the place going meh, 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 while I'm trying to hug him. It's really adorable. I probably squeeze him too much and stress him out. But then he comes right around my ankles again as soon as I'm done doing it. Because he's silly. I think he likes the attention. Crab. Crab. Draw crab. Draw crab. Draw crab. You know, I may need some guideposts for crab. I may need to look at crab online to determine how crab should be, but in general, everything returns to crab, yes. I know crabs have claws, so I'll start making claw. And claw number 2. And maybe this is like, you know, more crabby to have a mouth like this. With his little feet that come forward. And feet that fold back here. Fold back here. This is the strangest crab I think I've ever painted, and I am not accustomed to painting crabs. But it'll have to do, so ain't no other crab around. Sometimes a crab gotta make do, 'cause you ain't got no crab around, you know. I ain't crabbing around. Not with this crab. This is a serious business crab. No crabby business. Oh, I get crabby. I'll get crabby if I want. Time to get crabby. Let's go with this look. I'm gonna be crabby. Crabby time. I'm gonna get good and crabby and fussy. Because it's a crab. And I'm a crab. Crabtastic. Everyone get crabby. It's time to be crabby. I don't really know what's going on with the lighting here and the shading, but that's making me crabby too, so I can't go wrong. Yeah, make crab noises. When they do, they go, they click or something. And crab click. Crab, 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 crab. 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 It's crab time. This crab's got like a little rock or something. Crab is sitting on. Or it's some algae or something. And crabby because he's sitting in some algae. That'll make me crabby too. I don't know if I want to be as crabby as I was though. Maybe I'll just uncrab and become happy again. Yes. Uncrab. Uncrab. Uncrab the crab. You have to uncrab the crab of life. I think this is really messy up here. It's making me crabby. I'm gonna put some stylistic bands on this crab creature. Some weird crabby noise in the air. Focus on the crab. Be the crab. Become crab. The crab cycle is only crab. There is no other step. Only crab. Only crabs. Oh my god, I already regret saying that. Oh boy. I'll make the whole world deal with me. Make the whole wide world. Hello. Crab alien time, yes. That is exactly what is going on here. There was no plan, only crab. It started as a fish, and now it's all crabbed out. Hello, hello, hello. It is nice to see you. So glad you stopped by. Giving this crab some depth. Every morning I wake up and say, let's give this crab some depth. I think that's a good way to start the morning, don't you? Yeah. Assignments. I got more assignments today at work. My assignments are like, talk to these people, keep them going the right direction, make sure they don't get sidetracked. Talk to those people. Come up with a better plan than what we were doing, please. Or maybe let's figure out like what else am I told to do at work? Do some magic because there's a problem and we think magic will solve it. Yeah. It's magic time. I'm giving this crab like a little weird fold in its head, I guess. Yeah, I mean, that's what they pay me the big bucks for. Most of the time, I just solve the problem by just talking to somebody. And I'm like, hey, what are you doing? Poke, poke, poke. Wow, that's cool. I'm doing this. Great. Got any tips? Oh, you're gonna help me? That's great. And then I connect that person to someone else. And then they help that person, they forget all about me. And that's the way I like it. 'Cause then I just watch Star Trek or something. Like and subscribe. For more career tips from Aura. Of course, 90% of the time, I'm not there. It's this other alter named Nialo. And sometimes it's even Milo. If you can believe that. And everybody laughs and they have a good time and they decide they like that person. They like that person walking around with my skin. And so everybody just does it for me. Yay. Yeah, man. I like it when people forget about me sometimes. It's not like I don't get paid. And it's not like I sit around doing nothing. I have a knack for doing projects and then predicting when people are going to be, like next month. Oh man, we need to do this. And then being like, well, I've been working on this project. Wow, it's like you knew. Yeah, man. It's because I'm smart or not stupid. I don't know. One of those. I don't know. They hired me to do my job from some other industry. It was like, if you had this problem fixing cars and they said, let's take a person who does HVAC. That's pretty close. Yeah, it is pretty peaceful. I get to work with some good people, and I do get to solve some hard problems, and I do get a lot of credit. And sometimes they want me to talk to big, spooky, scary customer people with money. And I just am too stupid to be scared or something. Yeah, they don't really know though that I am we. So sometimes one of us just jumps in and says, I can deal with this kind of person. And then everybody goes, yay, and all the elves dance. I'm putting a lot of shadows under these eyes suddenly. I'm noticing this crab is looking more and more tired as I'm going. That is what these streams are all about. Grandpa with Alzheimer's forgets he has Alzheimer's, so he is cured somehow. That's right, I'm like the Pac-Man level that just went through one side and came out the other. Wow. The truth is that a lot of our modern jobs can be made easier if you just go insane. This has been Aura giving you life coaching advice. Yeah. He's been through some shit. This crab has seen some shit. For sure. Maybe that's what this is called. He's seen some shit. I don't know. Crabs seem like they have some kind of division mouth thing. I refuse to look at a reference. This is an inner crab, so it doesn't have a reference. Achieving insanity. That's really all any of us can hope to achieve. Comfortable insanity. And then we leave all the problems to someone else. Alright. I think I'll export. You're gonna okay. Thanks, not here. Enjoy being not here. Somewhere else. Take care. Yeah, good luck with your studies. I like how I started with fish, and then it was pointed out to me all things return to crab, and fish was no more. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that last stream, the low effort art stream. And I somehow got this crazy idea that I needed to go back to high effort art. But I don't know if we've really made that yet. But this is Yap and Doodle, so you know, I'm yapping and doodling, and that's really the secret sauce here, right? Do, 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 do. I'm using overlay like I do. I love overlay. I love mixing colors this way. Okay, what to do now? What to do now? Let's play with those filters a little bit. That's cool, except there's some weird stuff that happened. That's eye catching over here at the eye. It's catching it. The eyes are a bit unhinged, yes. Well, they're going to stay unhinged as far as I'm concerned. If I have to be unhinged, the eyes have to be unhinged. That's all I have to say. Body is here, but the mind is gone. Well, it's a crab, man. What can one say about, you know, the mind of a crab? Can crabs really lose their minds? Is that like a thing? Crab psychologists, take note. There's money to be made. You don't think they can think? Maybe they're just thinking too much. You know, I mean, sometimes this is exactly how I look when I think too much. I'm like, man, that really clicks my pinchers. And I just kind of stare, you know, just like this. Yeah, you know. I've suddenly become aware that this crab has a third eye, so we better start drawing that. You thought it looked unhinged before? Just you wait. You don't know me. You don't know what I'm gonna do. Nobody does. I'm gonna prove it. It's time to get serious. Have you ever looked into the third eye of a crab? I gotta get close in for this. We're gonna do some work. That's right. There we go. Our crab has a third eye, but we are not done with that. But first I have to clarify a couple of other things. For some reason, you can't tell me what to do. You must become the crab that loses its mind. Only when you stare into the third eye of the crab will you begin to understand why has the mind gone? Yes, continue drawing. All right. So I watched this stream with this Cyclops lady, and she does art, and like, she just kind of hits this point where she totally loses it, and no, you just don't know what's going to happen at that point. It's kind of scary, but also safe. Like, she's so soothing, but also dangerous in a way. It's intriguing. There we go. Now that crab really looks psychotic. We have created a template on which we can paint madness. What else could I possibly wish for? Its painting is still called Fishy, which is funny. Okay, pause for 1 second. Watch me drink an invisible soda. There we go. Watch me drink an entire bottle of Benadryl. Not really. That was a joke. I would never do something like that. Especially since one doesn't drink Benadryl. Benadryl, yes. I'm drinking a bottle of Benadryl. Become one with the crab. Don't question the crab. The tax advice of the crab is beyond question. It should be respected. Not run by your personal legal counsel. Don't ask the crab why it made certain deductions. You don't need receipts. Look into the third eye of the crab. How many subs to drink Benadryl? Oh, I don't know if I ever get to like 10,000. That's not a promise. It's a secret. Gentle crab of the lake. What is your advice? Good times we're having. This looks like kind of like a little pug tongue. Let's just like keep making this weirder. And then she kind of drew this tongue coming out of the crab. At first I wasn't really sure what was happening, but then I relaxed a little bit and I just kind of let oh god. I can't continue with that statement. Oh. My partner just messaged me and said that she landed in her destination. And I thank the crab for her safety. Every day, the crab watches over us. Yellow. It's a rainbow. Green. It's the first rainbow. Blue. And once again, back to purple. This is a crab that respects Roy G. Biv. I'm Roy G. Bivin every day. Don't you look at me, punk. I've got a whole posse of arthropods in the trunk. Because I'm Roy G. Bivin every day. That's right, this stream is high effort. Yes. This crab is a test pattern for your monitor. What if one day you were just futzing with your monitor and going through the settings and it was like test crab and you clicked the button and this came up? Like, imagine you had never seen this stream before. You had no idea and one day you discovered test crab, would you return the monitor? Like, to Target or Best Buy or wherever you got it? Would you have concerns? You're destroying your computer? Well, you made it a long ways, but I'm proud of you. You finally destroyed your computer. I realize that this red nodule doesn't exist on the other side, and I have to fix that. All right. What's next? What's next? I think we need to add some power to this. Let's do that. Let's use airbrush for that. Let's do this two ways. Let's do overlay. And then on top of the overlay, let's just add some light. Maybe this crab actually exists in darkness. And what we're witnessing is the glow of crab. Let's go back to that overlay layer. Let's create more drama. That's nice. That's nice. I like that. A few highlights, because there's so much drama going on here in the LBC. It's kind of hard being Aura D-O-double-G. Oh, you didn't expect that. I know. And that's fine. Everyone makes mistakes. Oh. Yeah, we're doing that. We're doing that. Okay. I'm gonna brush that down a little bit. There we go. There we go. That's nice. We're gonna add a little bit of subtle texture to this. Just some subtleties. Some subtle shadow. When I say subtle, I mean basically whatever the hell I'm doing. Bleeding some color around because it feels right. Okay, that's a nice crab right there. Maybe we'll just do some color adjustments here. And then even this out a bit. Let's just flatten the image. It's too quiet in here. There we go. A little better. Orangey Biv, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet. Blue, indigo, violet. I'm a failure. All right. There we go. That's good. What if we posterize this? That looks even crazier. I like it, but I'm gonna do something a little nutso. Okay, I think we've crabbed enough. We've crabbed this thing out. This is your new Windows background. This is your crab test pattern. Okay. Welcome back to Big Me. I think this is the point at which I cuddle my cat in private. And I leave you today with a wish for peace and a warmth that rises from your heart and a crab that tests your monitor and your sanity. I have been Aura Jin, and I'll probably continue to be Aura Jin. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you at the next crab in space. Oh, I'm still here. Okay, I'm going now. Bye.